Jeff is so annoyed at this point. He is so frustrated, and all he wants to find out is who is the person that posted these nudes of his sister. Do you think he's going to be able to find this out? Go ahead and give a like to this video and also subscribe to the channel. This is episode 59 of The Danger Signs We Ignore. And another worst mistake in marriage, of course. Yes. He's so curious to find out who is the person that posted the nudes of his sister. Who else would it be? Of course, it's Madame Uchechi, but I'm not sure he knows that. But all he wants is to have a one-on-one meeting with whoever that person is. He told the person, look, money is not the problem. He's going to pay to whatever extent to get a meeting, a one-on-one meeting with whoever was the person that did this evil to his sister. Now he's wondering, how can the image of his sister ever be redeemed again? Yes, it's a sensational news all over the place. People are going to find out. But is there something that can be done to redeem her image? We will find out in episode 60. Now we see Flora. Flora is at her dining table, also viewing the nudes that was sent to her. And now she feels so pained, so disgusted. And she said it right. She said, look, Uchechi, this is your work. I can see the signs of your hand on this particular activity. That means she knows that since she's the one that held all the things that belong to Kizito, who else would post the nudes? She is the one. She now said, okay, you've done your worst, right? You've done what you think you can do. No problems. But you don't know that anyone that Flora stands with is assured of success. So as far as she's concerned, she is standing with Angel. And all she wants is to see Angel receive justice. And everything she needs to do to make sure that Angel gets justice, she is going to do it. She's going to go the extra mile to bring Madame Uchechi to her knees. I know Flora will do it. If you think Flora is going to do well, go ahead and give a like to this video. Now we see Angel, the person who is in the center of all of this, crying uncontrollably. And then we see the evil woman come to sit by her side, looking at her. She takes her hand, puts on her eye, tastes the eye drops, and said, what? You're crying? I can't believe you can cry. So you can cry. I told you you will see what is coming for you. And that's what has exactly happened. Do you think she is going to sit down, fold her hands, and allow her go scot-free? No way. No way. She is Uchechi, and she is doing her best to make sure that she pays. She pays for all that she has done by killing her son. She said, look, this will show you that this is the extent that a mother will go to get justice. So you better sit upright because I have come for you. I have done this and I'm happy that you can see it. She's so happy. She's grinning. She's laughing. She now said, but you're a woman like me. Why would you do this? Why couldn't you do something else? She said, but that's the point. She's not going to do something else. She's going to do what will cripple her. She's going to do what will make her fall so bad she wouldn't be able to get up. She said, look, if anybody is trying to ruin somebody, they wouldn't do what they can get up from easily. They hit hard. They hit hard, and that's exactly what she did. She has hit hard on her, and she's not going to allow her get up. She's going to fall to her knees. Never will she be able to get up again. Look at that evil smile. She began to cry. She began to cry. She also started mimicking her cry. She started mimicking her cry. What a woman. She went away laughing at Angel. I mean, this is so terrible. This is bad. This is inhuman that you can come here and do this kind of thing to another woman like you. All because all of this happened? No. She began to cry uncontrollably, fell off the chair, wondering what is ever going to happen to her. Now, what do you think is going to happen in episode 60? Do you think it's going to get better or it's going to get worse? My point is that it's going to get worse. Yes, things are definitely going to get worse for Angel. But don't worry, she's going to come out of this stronger. She's going to come out of this terrible Mary Clay stronger because God is going to fight for her. Now we see George, who also is in a frenzy because he can see that all the news of Angel is all over the place. He doesn't know what to do. He's so terrified. He's so annoyed. He's wondering what is going on. Why would somebody do this all over the internet? The news of his lover is there and he doesn't know what to do. If only she had just followed his instructions, he would have been fighting a different cause. But she refused. She refused. He now said, so what do you want to do? You've always known that these nudes are there. So why are you sounding like this? Why are you sounding like this? You should know that one day it's going to happen. He now said, look, he didn't expect that this will happen this way. And he's a human being. He said, oh, because you're a human being, have you given up on her? She said, no, that the most important thing is that he is confused. He doesn't know what to do because the news of his lover is over there and he doesn't know how to live with that. That is so terrible. He doesn't know what to do and he's confused. And then he walks out on Nelson. And Nelson is like, what? Is this how your love is so fickle? Is this how your love is so fake and fragile? Can you just imagine that? I hope everything turns out with the best. Now we see somebody with a glass of juice. Who is it? Oh, Benita. Benita is at her duty post. Remember, she got 1 million naira from George to carry out this task. So right now she's looking around. Who is there? She tried to bring out the substance and she brought it out and she was about to put it in. She stopped. Come on, what's happening here? She stopped and looked and thought to herself, if she does this, Angel is going to lose that pregnancy and Angel would now unite with George. Woo! So because of that, she stopped. She said she's not going to do this because she's not going to gain anything. That means she has her eyes on George. She has her eyes on George, but George doesn't have his eyes on her. So what's going to happen? She's going to try to remind him and bring him close to her. But that's not going to work, baby. That's not going to work. She looked at it again. She decided she wasn't going to put it in there. Then she went away with the drink because she knows she cannot do this. She doesn't want to do it. She carries the juice and takes it to Angel. Gives her a drink. Angel refuses. She said, you got to take something. She said, look, she cannot take anything. Her life is in shambles right now. Everything has gone down for her and she doesn't know what next to do. She now said, don't worry. You've been trained for a time like this. Why are you bothered? You knew that these things exist. So you should be ready to face your fears once and for all. She now said, but you know, if you had married George, George would be by your side right now. You know, he's standing there as a friend. Do you understand? She now said, what? Is that the best advice you can give me right now with all of these things going up and down in my life? Everything is going up and down. Everything is going down the drain. Right now, she even has a murder case, pinned to her. The brands are coming after her. What is she going to do? How's she going to survive? Then Amma walks in and said, don't worry, you will survive, my darling. You will survive. Don't bother yourself. Everything will be fine. We will be here to help you survive. Don't worry. It will work out together for good. She now looked and wondered. She now said, but wait a minute. You have to be careful about the kind of people you bring close because you don't know who are the people who have your best interest at heart. The people who are closer to you could be bought over by the enemy. So you have to be careful so that they don't go desperate and ruin you. Oh my God, she's trying to say something. Then Angel said, what do you mean? She said, no, she's just trying to say you have to be very vigilant. You have to open your eyes. You need to be careful so that people don't get desperate or get to ruin you. She said, oh, she gets it. She said, yeah. She knows what she's saying. But Benita is getting pinched. She's wondering, what does she mean? She now said, look, people could get bought. Everybody has a price. She now said, are you suggesting that there's somebody you're trying to suspect? She said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm just talking. I'm just generalizing. We just have to be very careful generally. There's something going on here and we will find that out. Benita doesn't know what to think, but Amma knows what she's saying. She said, oh, well, you just have to be careful. You got to think and be very tactical. Think and use your brain because people around you may not be what they seem to be. She now decided, okay, oh, there's a call for her. And then she went to pick the call. She got up, and then Benita is still wondering, what does this lady mean? So after she left, she went down the stairs, and then as she was about to go, we saw her being called. Yes, Benita, Benita, Oma called her and said, why did you stop? Why did you stop? You were about to put a substance in Angel's juice. Why did you stop? I saw you. She said, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't about to put anything in anybody's juice. She said, no, don't play games with me. This is Alma. I don't play dirty games. Just tell me the truth. What were you trying to put in her juice? Why did you stop? She said, don't come close to me. I don't know what you're saying. He said, oh, you're trying to be smart, right? You're trying to be smart. She now rushed at her and ruffled her and got it out of her pocket. She said, yes. This is what I'm talking about. This is the substance. Why did you stop? And what is this substance all about? Can you tell me what this substance is? She said, look, she just couldn't get herself to do it. He said, oh, why? So that's the reason why. What exactly is the reason? She said, look, I'm not talking anything about it. What is this substance? She said, oh, it's nothing. She tried to collect it. She didn't allow her to collect it. She said, tell me again, what is this thing? I want to know. I'm giving you one more chance to talk. She said, look, it's nothing, and I'm not going to be private to discussing this with you. She now left her and walked away. She said, oh, you're running away, right? You were running away. She now began to wonder, what is this thing? What is this substance? What is this thing? She left. She entered the room and she was wondering, this girl, Benita, is supposed to be Angel's best friend. And now she wants to put something in her juice. What is it? What is this thing that has been put in her juice? She now looked at it again. That could it be that she's trying to poison Angel? Oh no, that's bad. Or could it be that it's some supplement? Oh, maybe it's supposed to be some supplement. She's gonna go check it out. It better be supplement. It better be pregnancy vitamins, or else she's gonna pay heavily for this. She's gonna pay heavily for this. She sits down, wonders, and says, oh, now she knows the reason why Kelly told her not to go. That's the reason why. And she's here to stay, to make sure that everything works out fine.